What's up, gamers? Welcome back to Impossible Game Challenges Daily. Today, we are working on this one. Not this one. I've lied to you. And boy howdy, I am concerned about this one. So, the issue is that I need to store a shit ton of pieces, and there's not that much space to do it in. So I need a bunch of 3-block long rods of computer monitors, and then I need a 3-block long desk, and then a 2-block this doodly-doo. So I don't know where I'm going to put all this shit after I make it, to be honest. Now, I do believe... Hey! So, Yui, last time we played this, you were here for, if I remember right, some of this one with the one long rod and then the two triangle bits. Did you see the end solution of that? I don't remember if you had to leave before or not. Oh, okay, I won't show you that one. Well, here's the thing. My solution is so goddamn incomprehensible, I don't think it would help you anyway. Unless you're planning to also do the minimum welders challenge and fuck around with it. I won't show you, though. We are currently today working on this future level. You see in my breakdown there, World 4.3 has 1.3 in it still. I do have the blocker unlocked, so we can use that. But I am terrified of this level because the problem is I need to make these things, which involve horizontal and vertical welds. So I need to make all of the horizontal pieces first and then make the vertical pieces. So I need to find somewhere to store fucking 23 computer long rods in this tiny ass little room. I don't know where they're gonna go. So, definitely concerning. So you remember the general vibe with the new tech is the part storage thing, where I don't have to actually... This one, I think this is going to be the whole stream, is me fucking around with this one. I'm going to be real. This one seems really hard. So, they're not going to stay there permanently. This is just like putting some shit down. So, no, you come up here. The general idea, I want to make 3-block long rods of computer monitors, like that. I need to make 20 of these things, and then store them all somewhere, and then make 10 of this 3-block long rods of this thing, and then make 10 2-block long rods of this thing, and then take these two, smush them together, and then stack them all up in a tower. I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna do all that shit. So, first of all, I would prefer not to use rotators if I don't have to, because they'll make everything take up way more space. So, I'm thinking the best bet is going to be sweep over here, and then down to here, rotate that. So we use as much space as we can here. How many blocks? Oh, this can I go out here? No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This stores 12 of them. So I can store the rest here. I need a block there. Let's see. So 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So number 20 would go right here. And then I guess I could store some along this little path, huh? So I don't need to have all 20 be here. How many store along this path? How are you doing, by the way? 2, 3. I can store 3 along there, so let's do that. So I can cut this down by 3. That should store 20. Fair enough, fair enough. One of those long day at the office. My Latin teacher used to say that all the time. Okay, so the next thing to do is I need to make a counter to count 20 of these guys. Yeah, that's fair. So how on God's green earth do I do a counter? Okay. Now, one thing that's good about this map is I have this, like, I have room over here in this little room for contraptions of some sort. I don't think I need that space yet. I think I can build it over here. But we do have, like, room for schemes, basically. I need to start here. Hey, welcome! So, I already beat this level with a 3 welder solution, and it took forever. But then we discovered a new tech that means I can actually technically maybe get a 2 welder solution. So I'm trying for that. But the problem is, well, I can show you the tech. You need to make 10 of these things, and they require horizontal and vertical welds. But I only need to make 10 of them. So what I can do is make a bunch of rods like this, store them all in a conveyor belt over there, make all the other pieces, and so once I'm done doing all 10 of my horizontal welds, then I move the welders around to make them into a vertical stack instead, and then do all the vertical welds, and then never make a single another one of these. I make 10 and then it never makes another one, but that doesn't matter, it only has to make 10. What I'm working on right now is I need to build a counter that will count 20 pieces going by, and then once 20 pieces have gone by, stop making new pieces go by. So that's the goal, and it's a little bit tricky because I have to have it placed in such a way that the blocks won't stick to each other. So if I do this, the blocks will stick to the ceiling there. So I don't want them to do that, and they're going to stick to each other, so I don't want that either. Let's see. So I'm trying to figure out where I actually have room to make a 20 block counter. I think I do actually need to put it over on the other side. There's a little bit of room for working with, a little scheming room over here. Around in this little zone. So I think we can do some scheming here, potentially. The way to do a counter, I need to count 20. Let's see. So if I do it here... No, actually, you need to be 1 block further back. Whoop. Would be, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So right here, I think that's number 20. It would be, once a block hits that spot. I think that's 20. So now I need to get 20 blocks loaded in here. There's 2. And then we can load the rest of them with belts. I don't need that there. I can put 1 here. If I can't have the blocks touch each other though, or else they will they'll get stuck like that. Like they get gravitized. So we don't want that. So I can't put 1 here because I need to have a backstop. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks. That's right. If the blocks touch each other, they become gay. So we don't want that. So I can get more blocks. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So true. You hate to see it. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I think that's good. It's not good because they fall off right here because I'm an idiot. Hang on, we can fix that. I need to remove those belts. And then add a backstop here. Get rid of this one, and this one, and this one. And then how many blocks do I now have? Fuck. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think there's a 5th one in there. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, we need more. There's 14, I think. 15, 16. That should be 17, 18, 19. I think that's 20 blocks in this pile. Now I should actually hook the piston up to the thing that I built this for. But I have to wire it carefully. Because if the wire touches a block... Or I can do this around like this with the backstop though. And then... I didn't mean to put that there. Yeah, I'm throwing you in the deep end quite a bit. And to add on to that, this is not how you're supposed to play this game, like at all. So you're really in trouble here. Don't worry too much about it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I don't have enough blocks. Because they all fell off right here. Okay, we can fix that with a backstop right here. That makes that one not work. But I can put another block somewhere. Right here. Let's do it. Yeah, don't worry too much about trying to understand the machinations of my mind here. That's 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, so this is actually a 21 block counter, it looks like. So, not what I meant to do, necessarily. We can turn it into a 20 block counter by doing that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20. So that counts 20 blocks. Now the reason I want to count 20 blocks is because after 20 blocks, I'll have made 20 3-block long rods of computer monitors. And for the goal, I need 10 of these pieces, which each piece takes 2 3-block long rods. So that cooks all of the 3-block long rods that we need. Once that's done, I need to do some other shit. Let's see. So first of all, this should activate one of these things. And then that will... Actually, I don't even need the other piston there. Actually, no, I don't need... That's a waste of time. Once this is turned on, it needs to extend this piston. I'm trying to keep the wires like out of the way because there's not a lot of room in this room, but we'll see. And then in addition to extending that piston, it should detract this thing. So we should make 20 of these and then start making the other thing. Okay, so that worked, except that it was too late. Yeah, it's supposed to count to 20. What if I instead make this count to 18? Does that work? Because see, the counters are... Because if I put the counter over the entrance, I'd have to make it count to 60. So it'd be way bigger. I don't want it to be way bigger. I don't really have room for that. Okay, that hasn't worked because of that computer there got a desk in the middle of it. So we don't want that. I think that just means I need to delay the signal slightly, which we can do by getting rid of this wire, having a block here, and then if I put the sensor down here instead and hook this up, this will delay the signal by the amount of time it takes that block to fall. I think that's going to be too long of a delay. So I think we actually want a shorter delay than that, but I need to just kind of check it. Alright, here it comes. That activates that. That drops down there. I think that's perfect. No, okay. So, we let out one too many computer monitors. So this drop needs to be just ever so slightly sooner. There we go. And then this path needs to have a wibble wobble in it. Because if it doesn't wibble wobble, these guys are going to get here too quickly. And we don't want that. This is going to be a nightmare, by the way, just to be clear. Like, this is such a disaster. So there goes that. We drop that. It still released one TV too many. So perhaps I actually want it to be even shorter of a delay. Or actually maybe just the wibble wobble will fix it. There's gonna be a lot of like guess and check kind of building like this, unfortunately. Now the thing is, once I do this, I still need another counter, I think. Because I need to activate the third item type. So we need to have room for that. Oh, I think that's worked. So now you see we've made, let me pause. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. We've made 20 of these computer terminal rod thingies. And now we're making these desk piece things. So that's good. That's all working as intended. Now what on earth the next step is, only God knows at this point. I think it's going to be something that sorts the desks into their own storage area. So that's going to entail something like this, where we have. So when the TVs come through, they go through here. So if I have a belt on this tile that then extends, so piston here, belt there. That'll drop onto that tile. I have to have these drop into place so that the belt can move, because otherwise it'd stick to the other belt, and we don't want it to stick. Actually, though, I could make this particular design more easily by putting the belt and then getting rid of this belt, because these belts are already stuck to the wall, so they don't need that extra one. They can clear it anyway because they're 3 blocks long. And then this piston needs to get powered at the same time as that gate opens. So we can like snake a wire through here. Maybe we'll send it underneath. Yeah, here we go. We snake this through here. So once it makes all 20 of the Also, I'm tired of waiting for it to make all 20. So I'm going to add some belts like this so that it makes it faster while we're testing. That does mess up the count, but that's fine. We can just pretend that this is a... okay, so the problem here is that this conveyor can't fight against this. That's actually an easy fix. we need to swap these around to be more like that. And then get rid of this one as well. And then get rid of this and then wire the piston. So now these two belts are stuck to each other. After we make all the TVs, it will extend this mess and then there. So it'll start pulling the desk pieces out into their own little supply line is the idea. So that supply line should start here. Also, I think I do have to put this in the air. It's pretty good. I'm making a mess so far, and I'm genuinely pretty concerned that I won't actually have enough space to do this because of how big I build everything. But yeah, so what I've got so far, let me disable this, is it makes the 3-block long sets of TVs, and it makes 20 of these. I've got a counter over there on that little higher ledge. And then once it's made 20 of these, it switches and starts making desks. Okay, so this fired too early and it dropped these off. What I want to do is have the desks have their own little storage area. But I need to activate this mess a little bit later, rather than at the same time. I have to swap these early so that it doesn't keep making the desks, you know? And over here, here's my 20-block countered thing. I put it up on this little ledge since I can't really build here anyway. Let's see, how am I going to delay the signal? I guess I could just push a block on a belt. That would do it. There. And there. Actually, is there room around behind? No, there's not really a behind. There's kind of this under that I really can't use for anything. I could put a timer here. I'm real concerned about running out of space for all this crap. So I can kind of stick some junk under here. Have this be like a weird timer. Sensor there. Piston there. Belt there. This is all going to be super in the way. Get rid of that. Oh, this wire can't go there though. And then that piston comes around here. That's not right. Go there. So I don't have a clue how long this will delay it for. Probably not long enough, but whatever. Or maybe too long. But I couldn't really use that space anyway because it's too small. At least that's my thought. So that stores all the TVs. That's activated the timer. And then that's worked to make... Okay, that's actually worked out okay. The we're now making desks. So that's actually good. That's what we want. Let's see. So you come on out. That's blocks. You come on out to here. And then we'll rotate. And then go up to this thing. And then we'll rotate. So this will store 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 5 right here. 6 right here. So that stores 6. I need to store 4 more. Three, 4. I don't know if I do this how I would get the other ones out, but that's a problem for the future. I guess I could store some right here. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm worried about yeah, because it'll hit here and not be able to really get through, won't it? So, because this would kind of need to come out to here and have a stopper like that. I'm planning to use the desks first, Because the desks need to get horizontally welded to the little monitor, the little terminal component first. So I want the TVs at the back and then the desks in the front so I can pull them out. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 10. Okay, great. I could store 2 in here, in theory. Which belt gets priority? Because sometimes they get like weird priority, you know? So if I do this, does it get yanked to the left before it hits this or after? So I guess the first one going to fall off or the last one? The first one falls off. Okay. I was hoping that that was going to be the last one that falls off instead of the first one. I think we can still work with this. Do something like that and then bring the barrier there. Because that stores 2 more. Do I even care? I don't think I actually care. So anyway, doing this. Now I need another counter. And when that's all done, it reactivates that. Ooh, so that can't be on its own line, then that needs to be on a flip-flop. We can do that. Can we do that? We can do that. Yeah, that works. Okay, good. So, when we power all this junk... Okay, so it should power this piston, but not permanently extend it. Ooh, so I need like a pulse depulsiner. Yuck. How do I do that? I'm trying to think. So this one needs to extend or this one needs to be powered for 10 and then get unpowered so that it starts blocking again. Which means that this wire that goes around it can't connect directly to it. No, it could if I dispower this over here. And then just have a different thing that also powers this piston. Honestly, that might be easier. So, like, what if you come over here and do that, and then I get rid of this? Because I never want TVs ever again. We don't need them. So you could just power, like, that with a block on it. With a sensor there that comes down and just blocks off the TVs. What if I do that? Does that work? That stops, but that let one too many TVs through. I was having this problem before. How did I fix it? I screwed with the timing over here. So if it let one too many TVs through, this is too delayed. We nearly had it. Okay, I can fix it by just like kludging and putting a second piston on. That might just shove the extra TV off the belt. We do have to wait the whole 20 every time, though. Yep, okay, there we go. That got it, because that just pushes the TV off the belt. So, okay, that's fine. That solves that. Let's see. This welding station here... Ooh, I actually probably want to put the welders on the other side, now that I think about it. Because back here, they're fucking trapped. There ain't no way through there. So then we build all the desks. Okay, the desks shove each other off because I'm stupid. I forgot to put a blocker, but there we go. Problem solved. Once we have 10 desks, which needs another counter, I need to lock these off. Holy shit, cheap viewers? Tell me more. Oh, it's not even a solution. Yeah, this is just I'm just storing the pieces. I haven't even thought about I haven't even thought about how to build the actual fucking thing. Okay, so I need another counter. Maybe I can reuse this one. But this one needs to count 10. Where on God's green earth can I fit another fucking counter? I'm also a little concerned about the storage being over here, overlapping the end goal too much, but I could move the storage if I have to. I just don't want to. Like over here, let's see. Like there's lots of room over here. I could store everything like this way, but then I'd have to rotate it, and that I don't want to have to fuck with rotators if I can help it. But that might, I don't know. We'll see what kind of space we end up using. This definitely ought to have the welders over here rather than over there. I've just let them just smush together for now. That's going to change, obviously. What the fuck was I doing? Okay, so that, okay, also I don't need to reactivate that so much as I just need to block the path somehow. So there can just be like another piston over here. Like, you know. And then like this one does it, right? Like it doesn't have to be specifically this one blocking them. So let's see. This piston and this, or that blocker and this piston should be on the same circuit, and do that. And then this circuit should activate once we see 10 desks get made. The reason that I have the counter over here instead of over here, by the way, is because I'd have to count to 60 if I put it here. And I'll have to count to 20 with it over there. So I thought it made more sense to count to 20. What if I put the sensor here? Does that work? So that shouldn't be ever activated by the TVs. But it will get activated by the desks. Okay, yeah, so that kind of works, I guess. Where do I put this counter? Maybe like up here somehow? Let's see, so piston, block, actually the piston can go right against the wall so that the blocker's behind it automatically. And then some belts. Let's see. Block there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can't go any higher than this. So 7, 8, 9, 10. 7, 8, 9, 10. Like great, and then so that shape is like that, I think. But actually, we don't need to count 10. We know this already. Anyway, this wire needs to connect to this wire, which needs to not connect to that wire. So we got to come up and over roots, and around trees without crashing. So hook that all together. Nope, that will connect to that above wire, so don't do that. But I can't get rid of those. And then this sensor needs to do fucking something. You need to power this piston. Okay. We'll come out from the bottom and then up and under roots. That'll do. So this should let through 10 blocks. I think 10 is not actually what we want, though. There's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there's the 10th one, which activates the switch. But we see 2 have made it through anyway. So it's a little early. What if I make it 9 instead? Does this let through 1 too few, or does that work? Also, once I have all this shit stored, I have not a clue how I'm going to actually put it together. I'm doing this one problem at a time, and the current problem is make all the pieces. What we do after this, only God knows. That has still made an extra 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But this time it didn't make enough desks. So get rid of that. And how do I prevent it from making 2? What if I put another piston here? Also, I can put a belt in this to speed that up so we don't have to wait for it the whole time. There we go. And yeah, one of these is part TV, but don't worry about it. It's fine. Okay, that didn't help at all. There's still 2 there that shouldn't be there. What if I do the 9 thing and then delay it a little bit? Would that help? Like let one additional one through? Like that. Okay, well that's almost worked, except that actually doesn't block the flow at all. So actually that doesn't really work at all. Awesome. Huh. Also this is messing with me. Get rid of that. How do I block this in such a way that it lets through enough? Doing that almost worked. Doing this cuts off too many. I guess the block's right here when it hits the counter. What if I move the counter back by 1? So like the counter's here. What if it was there? Alright, that initial pulse doesn't actually affect anything. So that's good. I didn't mean to leave the other sensor there, but I guess it's there now. That has made the correct amount. It is letting these guys through, though. So I need another one on this side. And then that should stop them. Also, now that I'm thinking about it, storing them both in this same slot is probably not a good idea, right? Because it'll be impossible to extract them. So maybe I actually want to store the other ones somewhere else. Like, I could store them in, like, this little slot. There's just about room there. Maybe that'd be a better play. But I can move the storage once I actually figure out, like, the rest of the plan. So there we go. No, now one has gotten through. Oh, now they all get through because I didn't actually fucking stop anything. Why didn't that work? I guess there was like a cube. Can I just fix this by just putting pistons fucking everywhere? Will this help? Rather than trying to figure out what's actually wrong. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe I store the TVs back here and then store the desks like on a rod coming out this way, so I can actually separate them more easily. But then the desks aren't going to be there permanently because I need to get the desks again pretty much immediately. Nope, there's still the 2 extra. Well, it's not 2 extra, it's 1 too few. This looks like it would work if I got rid of this piston. So I guess, so here's my plan. Here's my loose idea in my head was make all the TV rows, make all the desk rows, make all the 2 block long terminal block thingies, weld the terminal block thingies to the desks by moving one welder like around to the other side or something, or like rotate one, move the other one, that kind of thing. And then restack the welders vertically. Okay, what's your problem? Why ain't you coming out? Oh, because I bet that's a leftways belt, isn't it? This is really close to what I wanted to do. It's just like not quite. What if we do something absolutely stupid and like we put a piston here with a block on it and then a sensor like over here so that it delays this piston by like a tick and lets that last one through. How does that sound? I'm gonna need so many counters as well. That's okay. That's okay. I might be able to get away with, instead of counters, putting a sensor on the, like, okay, if I put a sensor right on top of this one, then it would not deactivate till I was done processing desks, is what I'm kind of thinking. Okay, so now I need to make the 2 block long pieces from here, which of course requires rejiggering the welding setup. This one's not a hard rejiggering. It's just to add a belt right here and then hook this piston to this mess. But we can't do it too early because then it would break the previous thing. Yeah, this is going to make it only make 2 block long rows, isn't it? So it's like I need a sensor over here for when one of those guys comes out. Yeah, see, so that one made that one too short. So rather than being activated by this sensor, this should be activated by something that sees the first time one comes out of here. like that. Maybe a top ways one like that. And so when this fires, it will activate that piston. Okay, okay, we got something. And I can sensor here. Actually here. And then this piston, or this sensor, we can snake underneath everything up to here. I need to get to this piston. Can I come underneath? Not really. But kind of, if I move this wire more like that, and then get move that to there. And there's not really a good way through that though. Can I get up and over the roots? Not like that because it'll connect, but I can do like this. I'm not in love with this because that takes up a ton of space, but I think that'll work. Why did that still made a one piece? What's your problem? Why'd you make the one piece? Okay, so what if I delay this more? Sensor there. Perfect. So I need the last desk to go through before I make the little 2-block thingy. Here come the desks. I guess I can store desk with thing over there. Okay, that made a 3-block desk, and now making 2-block long terminal thingies. So that's good. That's exactly what we want. Unbelievably. Okay. Then a piston can go here. That will prevent it from traveling this way. And then another piston can go like fucking here, I don't know. To anti-prevent it from traveling the other way. Does this work? Okay, but that grabbed the desk. I don't want it to grab the desk. Ah. I guess I needed to delay again, huh? So you put all that back. You know, put that back. I liked that. But then rather than connecting straight to that... Yeah, you can get out of there. There should be another delayer thingy. So, That does fall. Lock under it. block here. Sensor? Is that enough delay? Oh, you're gonna fall now. Oh, I can't put a block there anyway because it'll block the path of the... Raise this up by 1. That still falls though, but I can make it not with the block there. Oh, and then I need a block under the sensor so it'll hold. Probably not enough delay, but maybe. Yeah, how I actually extract them from this mess, I couldn't tell you, but again, we'll figure that out later. I'm seeing something with moving conveyor belts in and out on a piston, like just like quickly pulsing the piston to just extract one, basically. That still ate the desk. I don't want it to do that. Can I add some extra doodads to make this take longer? This wire is going to be super in the way. Nope, it still took that. Why did it take that? Can I just fix this by just like making it more wrong? No, yes, because that doesn't, the sensor doesn't need to fall. If I double down on being an idiot, eventually it's just gonna work. I'm so mad I have to 2-welder this one, but we found out the tech is technically possible. There. Yep, no, that's exactly it. Currently, we're going for the ladder strat there, I would say. So, we now have 10 desks. We have... Oh, this fell onto the TVs. Hopefully that's not an issue. Why did you fall on the TVs, actually? I have too many blocks in this chain. Go away. So, we get 20 TV rod thingies. We get 10 desks. And we get 10... Well, we get infinity terminal thingies. So, now what? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, that's basically that's the plan, more or less. Unfortunately, drop that there. So I can store my 10 thingamabobs on this track. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I could probably by the time that there's 9 of, because I'm thinking, what if I just make them all blocks, right? And then build like the piston crap. I don't have a clue. I have not thought about that part yet. I'm seeing something with this one where... So this block is blocking this from this way, right? And then the desks arrive like this. So I'm seeing something with like piston here, block on it. I could pull that block out and then start dropping the monitors. And I'm gonna have to drop the monitors anyway to weld them. So that's kind of how I'm thinking I get the monitors out. And then if I get these guys out, yeah, but then these guys going in a straight line across would make it hard I could do some weird like belt weaving, right? Like if I do this, let's just for example, like this, right? That's, well, depending on the priorities, that's not impossible. It would just be what the I guess the priority of this left-right one is. And I could always push this block into place later, or like have a blocker here. So yeah, right now I'm trying to think, how do I store the desks to get them ready for processing? I think I can store them in here. So this whole mess could move back, but I don't know if it's actually in the way here. Let's see. 1, 2, that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10 belts. That's one block too low because I don't know what I'm doing. There we go. So this would store all the little desks. I could do something like this to have easier access to them, conceivably. How do I make them over there? I guess we just use belts, right? That should do it. Now the other question I have is, can I do this without having to build a like a counter? Because I could, instead of doing the belts, right? Let's get rid of these. I could have this whole stretch be just regular blocks. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then once a block hits here, I know that this whole stretch is full of blocks, and I can activate I can push them all off with pistons like we do on some levels. You know, one of these kind of deals, right? And then I wouldn't need a counter because I have this mess. But not sure how well that actually would work. Probably the counter is the way to go, unfortunately. Let's see. We go this way and then this way. Also, like you mentioned, well, not like, I need to get all the little desks in here so that I can fit these through past the desks. But that should be nice and deep enough to get the desks through. So that's okay. Because that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that's plenty of room for all the desks. Let's sense whenever a desk reaches there. Now, where the fuck do I put counter number 3? I'm out of space. We can put it... I can't put it... Can I put it under the bridge? Like a troll? That would be fun. Can I build it just in this little room, like just beneath them? That'd be funny if I have it in here. That would work, in theory, if I can get all the blocks in. And there's the sensor. Getting the blocks into that would be a nightmare, though. But would it... Is anyone here? No, okay, that only would count... That wouldn't count enough, would it? Because that would count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... That only counts 7 or 8 or something? That might be enough delay. We could send this and just see if it is good enough. How do I load all the blocks in, though? Here are those. I can put one there and one there. I see how I could get 4. If I do, like that. Number 5 can be in the middle there. Oh, that falls because that's not supported. Let me support it. Doop. That doesn't work too well. I'm trapped. Let me out. These guys need to go this way. And then that backs off against the wire. But that means I can't put blocks on the wire, so I only get 4. Why are you doing that? Cut it out. There's 4. Five, 6, 7. No, I said this could only count to like 8, so. And then there's this piston thing. This is the worst thing I've ever built. But, okay, there we go. Now, how much does this actually count for? Like, if I hook this up to stop spawning, to stop spawning things, is it enough? Let's see, so. What the fuck do I connect it to? I guess another piston over here? You'll do. Let's see. Up this way, that way, up to the ceiling, cross over, down here. Now I need to get this wire out, and I got rid of, that didn't matter. So, and I need to put the block back because it'll fall. There we go. Wrap this around this corner, and then up and over roots, and then that. Okay, what does this do? What have I, what actually have I built just there? That might be enough. It looks like they come out real fast at the start because they've kind of built up a backlog. If I do need to count any more though, this ain't gonna work. Oh, and then they're stuck on the wire. We can fix that with a block here. Actually, that'll be in the way, but what we could do instead is get rid of this, rotate that, and then just put a normal block there. That'll work just as well. I would like... Yeah, there's a lot of things are happening. If they, whether or not they help me is still a little bit up in the air. But we're certainly doing a lot of things. So that makes, we make 20, let me pause, 20 of these 3-block long TV thingies, and then 10 of these 3-block long desk things. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and there's number 10. Then this conveyor belt pops into place, and we start making these 2-block long keyboard things, which get stored over here. I need 10 of these. I built this awful counter down here that can only count to 8, so I'm just hoping that 8 is close enough to 10 and it'll still work. I think there's too big of gaps between them, though. I don't think it will. How did you end up there? Oh, because they're falling off the belt. Okay, but that doesn't matter. I need to see how many they get by the time it stops counting. So that has activated the counter. What are we looking at? Well, there's one loose one, so that's bad immediately. And as far as how many we made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So just as predicted, my counter that counted to 8 only counted to 8. So I'm going to get rid of it, and then we'll do something better that's not as bad. The issue I'm trying to avoid that is just that I am rapidly using all the space in this room. And I would rather not be. So that's why I was trying to squeeze in a counter there. But that's clearly that one's not going to work. So block this off. Fix this belt I broke. Where could I fit in a 10 counter? I guess I could fit in 10 counter here. Going the other way. Like up in the air again. Like I did this one. We'll need it to be here, yeah. And then that can go there. Backstop. Let's see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's right. We just need to throw more things at the problem, and that'll definitely help and not make everything 10 times worse. That's exactly right. So this needs to drop down to here. So this is almost but not quite in the way. Like it's just barely not in the way. Good. We'll get the sensor. Not there. It goes here. I can actually snake it between these. So here's my awesome new 10 counter. What does this connect to? Let's not say I've managed it yet. Let's say I'm working on it. This will cut off the supply. So that shouldn't be on the 10 counter. What needs to be on the 10 counter is after 10... No, wait, no. After 10, we cut off the supply. That's good. That's what we want. What I don't want... Or what I do want... Okay, belt here. And then this needs to connect to a sensor here. Let's put it there. Then we wire it. And then wire it. And then wire it. Well, bammo. That should count to 10 and then stop spawning the keyboards. However, what I want to see is how many keyboards do we have left over once we stop spawning keyboards. This is so in the way. Alright. I think that, so my plan here is to here come keyboards. How many keyboards do we make? Let's watch the counter. Did I not give it enough blocks? Why don't you work? Oh, I think I made this too deep. I made it too deep. So it actually should be like that. My bad, my bad. So I want to see how many blocks it has left over. Ideally, there will be no blocks left over and it just makes 10. But I don't think that's going to work. Because, also I think I've done this wrong. Yeah, okay, this sensor needs to be 1 block higher as well. Hang on, let's just fix that. There we go. My bad. Once I get this working, my plan is to take these 3-block long computers and these desks, move the welders so that they're kind of all around them, and then weld those two to each other, and I'll store them along this shelf here. Then I will start somehow dropping them into position somehow, and then get that welded. So it'd be one of these, drop it in, drop a computers on top of it, weld them, drop it one more block, weld another computers on to the exit, and then just repeat that. So that part can be on a cycle. So there's probably only one more step where I have to fuck with counters. How did we do? Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 back there, 7, 8, 9, 10. I made 11. So we don't really want 11 of them, we want 10 of them. That is a really easy fix. I just chop off the back end of this belt and add a block here. Now we should make exactly 10 desks. I'm just going to confirm that we do, but that should make 10 desks. Just we slide that in, drop one of these on top of it, weld them together, drop it one more block, weld it, send it to the exit, repeat. That should be doable, maybe? Here come the desks. 3, 4, there's 5, there's 6, there's 7, there's 8, there's 9. Okay, did I miscounted or we only made 9 that time? Let me check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I miscounted. We have 10. So, this set of parts that I've built now is all the parts that we actually need to spawn in. We now have everything we need to build all 10 of the computer monitor terminal station things. So, how on earth do we build 10 of the computer monitor terminal station things? The first thing I want to do is that once the counter activates, I also need to move the welders. So I'm thinking that I would like to move them from being side by side to being in a position like this, where they're across from each other. So I can smash the desk and the desk together and then run it through. I also could do the weld like this. That might be easier. So doing it this way would mean I roll a desk in, I roll a keyboard in. That's probably the way to do it. That's probably the way to do it. So in order to do that, we need the welders to not be stuck together and not be stuck to any of the environment either. So if I start them like this, and then they're sitting on blocks like this, then they still work as welders, but I can now manipulate them. Now, how in the fuck do I manipulate them? Let's see. So, because it is awfully busy in this section of the world over here. Why is this cable this shape? This is a terrible idea. If I make a piece shaped like this, kind of, I could like shaped like this. So that pushes the welders, so I don't want it doing that. So let me bring it up a little, and then put it on a blocker. Right, so we have this weird L-shaped piece. If I could have this L-shaped piece drop down and then pull back, it would pull the welders off of their little ledge. Is that a good way to do it? I don't know. Another option would be to just have the welders sitting on pistons. Like, or I guess sitting on blockers. Like that and that. So the welders in that. I would then retract the two blockers. The welders drop down by 1. And then I can go arrange the next set. So that's probably the easier way to do it than this weird Bugs Bunny ass pull them off the stage with a hook thing. So I think I'm going to drop them down by 1. Dropping them down is dangerous because once I drop them down, they can't go back up again. But we're like critical mass on this level anyway, so like, fuck it. It'll be fine. Yeah, so we want to bring you over here. I need to bring this out one more block. We need to be able to rotate the welder. And we want it to go the right way as well. So, let's see. If you are facing that way, then that's the wrong way. So if that's a right ways rotator, we want to put in a left ways rotator. There. So, actually, why did I want to do that? Yeah, because this is the edge of the thing that has to get welded. There we go, there we go. So this guy is going to help us with that. And then I need... Do I have room for a double piston thingy thing? I could drop them by 2 blocks. The problem with dropping them more than this, though, is I still need to get the final piece assembled as well. So I don't want to make the ceiling too low to get the piece through. You know what I mean? I think I can afford dropping 1 more block, though. And if not, I mean, you know, whatever, nuts to it. It'll be fine. Don't worry about it. So by dropping another block, that means I have room to build this. Actually, do I have room to build it? Can the guys still get through there? I think they can't. Okay, hang on. I don't want to drop another block. So that actually means we need to rebuild slightly. You do that, and I'll just put one there. That'll fix it. That's fine. All right. So here's the idea: is pop that block there, wire like this. We put a piston here and another one here. That means I need to get rid of this conveyor belt. Luckily, I can do that because the block will go off of this one onto this one, so it's okay. And then bam, check that out. So the welder gets on the rotator and then gets pushed off, so it can continue its journey. That's the idea there. Now I just need to build one of those for the other welder. Where do I have room for it? I don't know. Technically, the other one could just stay on its rotating platform and then I pull it out from under it. That's a horrible idea that massively overcomplicates everything. But like technically. Like if I did this. That's the wrong way. For some reason I have so much trouble putting the right one down. Like, so that comes through, right? And then let's put the other one on. Well, they're going to be connected now, so. Like this, I mean, he fell off, L plus ratio. But like, we do this, right? And then, now they're kind of cooking. So then it's a matter of passing the right pieces by these two guys. We could have... Okay, I need more room from the wire here. So we could have this weld... Nope. This rotator could be on that guy. Like that. Get rid of this, get rid of this. This also should be a blocker. Nope. I'll just support it like that. So then that moves the welders to here. Then when I power the blockers, it would drop both of them. And I could assemble them vertically for the final connection. That kinda, we'll go with that, I guess. That's okay. Let's see. So then we need to, once they're in position, start the like floodgates. And let's see. This should be a blocker, I think. That'll let this guy out, but only once it's unblocked. I want to see, yeah. So, and I'm just going to send it over this. So how do pieces react to going over this? Alright, so this one is an issue. Luckily, that's an easy-ish fix. Actually, I don't even need to fix that. So, these guys are going to be coming through on these two tiles. So they'll just miss that one. But then those guys, when they come through top to bottom, they'll have priority and just jump over it. So that kind of works. Let's see, and then to the... No, not to the right yet. Come all the way down here. Then we want to drop down by one to the right. Blocks here. Now this should be a belt. And this should come this way. This should... I mean, that's not going to do jack shit because I haven't wired it up yet. At the same time, over here, this dude needs to retract. And let through these dudes, who will come around this way. And then drop themselves onto this belt as well. Actually, it should be like that. There we go. That ensures that it'll be the right order. And I can store them over there. I should wire it though. We will just do for now. Once a welder gets in position here, I will have that deactivate both of these just permanently. This is not going to work because they're going to come out way too fast. But we can send it and see what happens anyway. I can't quite sneak a wire through here, but I can if I do that. And then connect it to that, get rid of those, do that just for the aesthetics. Alright, what's happening now? What have we got? So first we need to fill in all the TVs. Excellent. Now here come the desks. I'm not actually sure 100% what's going to happen here. I think these guys are going to make it first, which is not good. We really want the other thing to come in first. So here's the desks. I did not ever actually wire the welders to get released from their prison. So of course that's not going to work. The counter... No, it's not the counter, because it would need to be the counter and then with the delay, right? Because we lock off this, but there's still welds to do, presumably. Because, yeah, it's number 9 hits here while 10's being welded. This is the signal from the counter going up and over routes over there. So if I have this thing, if we just plonk a piston here and have it... I'm making a mess. We have a belt here with a block on it. That'll get the block in front of the piston. Then the piston will push the block. And I can send it on a magical little journey here. And then that's probably way too much delay, to be honest. I don't think I care. Then we put that up there. Can connect it to these wires. Let's see, you come this way. And then I also need to get this piston somehow. I think this works. Does that work? Can they still get past it? So what this will do is delay dropping the welders until the block completes this little magical journey there. And the reason I want to do that is to make sure that the 10th desk gets welded before I drop the welders and move them. Because once I move the welders, there is no way to put them back. Which is why we have to build all these pieces first, before I can move the welders. Here come the desks. Seven, 8. There's 9. I've paused it. 9 hits the sensor, activating the magical journey. There's weld number 10. Why is there an extra one now? Okay, actually, this is fine. I don't care, because they don't come through here again, so whatever. Now a whole bunch of shit's happening. Okay. Why didn't this work? Because the blocker is connected to the belt. We can actually just get rid of that belt. We don't need it. Although now the belt falls down, so we can put that there instead. Why are you not... Oh, it's also connected to this belt. Luckily, we don't need that one either. Since the piece is 2 blocks wide, this is actually okay. Also, this does not need to be nearly that long, but it's funny, so whatever. I thought I had it making exactly 10. I don't know why it started making 10 and then another half of one, but it's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, a half. Here they come. And then, okay, now we send in the things. I would like this to make it here first. It does, but then they're too... The spacing is too close together. And there's not time for it to drop in, is the issue here. So, can I fix that without having to do a lot of effort? Whoop, what I just... Like, probably not, right? But, you know, maybe. Yeah, we are doing a bunch of nonsense. Let's see. This needs to be out one more. There we go. But then it's going to push these guys. So I think I do need some kind of cycler in order to... I was hoping I could just time these just naturally, but that doesn't quite work. The cycler wouldn't be too hard to make, though, I don't think. It's just where to put it. So this wire activates once the welder's in place. So let me get a sensor. You go away. Do that. Make it 2 of them. And then that, actually, the sensor should go over here. That'll be easier to hook up. There we go. Connect that. Excellent. And then this wire needs to activate this little thingy. So that can be done with a piston there, a block in front of it. Need to get a block on top of it, which can be like that. So once the welder's in place, it's going to push this block into this little loop. And then when the block's looping around, it will let through theoretically one of each. It might be two because I put two sensors, but sometimes sometimes it doesn't even want to let one through when with just one sensor. Also, over here, probably I want to add some. Actually, I probably don't. I want to add this. I want to add that mess to there. So I want to make sure some of them get through. So that's why I've got two sensors. We'll see if that's too many, and it lets, because I don't want it to let two through, which it could do. So we'll have to experiment with it. But we have successfully made all of the required ingredients. You see, we've got the TVs, we've got the desks, and then over here we store the keyboards. Yeah, no, it is. I have a little bit of space right here, and I need that to store the keyboard with desk, and the rest of the factory is going to be completely full of just random crap. It is such a thing. Also, we end up with one extra keyboard in the Welders, but I don't care. There go the Welders. See, there's an extra keyboard right here, but I don't care because we never go through there again, so it doesn't matter. Here activates the block cycler. That's let one of each piece through, which is good. And that's letting through on a much more reasonable cycle. So there we go. That welds that. That welds that. So we're now making the desk with keyboard piece, as you can see. Let's bring it to the wall. Bring it over here. Bring it like here, maybe. These are 3 blocks long. Actually, what's gonna be the best way to get these? I mean, I can store plenty of these, right? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's 6 storages there. Yeah, I'm gonna do the looping back underneath. I'm gonna drop everything down and do the last set down here, like right in front of the thing, so I can go. I can get that desk piece in on this level, weld it with 2 welders here and here. No, here and here, sorry. And then drop it down 1 by removing the piston, drop another TV thing onto it, weld that together, bring it in, cycle, right? That's my thought. So I have actually thought about how that last part connects there. I don't think I need this block tower anymore. No, I do need the block tower because this whole thing is not supported. We can fix that with a block there. How many does this store? It stores plenty, right? Let's see. If I just put a blocker here. Then, because it should have room to drop down to here and be extracted. That's the idea there. Yeah, so the screen loop is going to go through under. The challenge is going to be get the welders into place, but we will deal with that as we deal with it. I can just leave this loop going. Once I start this little cycle up, I can just leave it. It doesn't matter. So I'm definitely not going to clean that up because there's no point. So here's the welders. And then this works really well. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we make 10 of those. Look at that. That's perfect. That is exactly... I got exactly the right amount of storage just by guessing. Nice. So, can I do this without making another fucking counter? I think I could. Maybe. But it needed a delayer. So probably the counter is just a better bet anyway. Because I can put the counter in the space underneath over here. I'm getting good at counting to 10, I would say. I can put the counter in this space over here that I can't really use for anything else anyway. So just for shits and giggles, I'm gonna make this I'm gonna put the block that falls into the counter all the way up there. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, doop. And then the sensor goes here. I guess I need 10 of them, don't I? So, how many can I get with just this stack? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5 is pretty good. I think, yeah, that's what we have in common. I would say is counting to 10 is an important gameplay mechanic. Do that and a little bit of this. Can I get the rest of them on this belt? 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. That should be good. Ah, but I need to block right here as well. So there's another 10 counter. And we bring the wire for it out here. Now the last one of these pieces actually crosses by right here. So I need the counter really far back on the circuit there. So we'll put it there. That should do it, I think. I have not modded any game. The most I've done is making my god-awful Dr. Jenkins texture pack. That's the that's the extent of my knowledge on that front. And what a incredible effort that was, right? I'm going to hook this up straight. I think this is also going to need a cycler. So, but we're just going to hook that up straight for now, just to see if that works or not. Also, every test run of the factory takes progressively longer and longer to do, because we gotta wait for it to do all this other bullshit. So, but we're deep enough in that I can't really just cut bits out and just wing it without them, because I really need to see how they all interact together. So, we just gotta sit through it. Nice. My entire experience with 3D modeling is I downloaded a model of a pulley off of a site that sells pulleys, and I spent an hour trying to give it different shapes of a different spacing on the mounting holes. That's right, only forward. Did this work? It appears to have not worked at all. Why didn't... So remember when I said I was pretty good at counting to 10? That was a lie. Why did you not count to 10? What have I done wrong? Yeah, that about covers it. That about covers it. Oh, is it stuck to the wire? Oh, you're absolutely correct. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. We can, that's an easy fix. Just knock out the wire here and then put it here instead. There we go. That's okay. You don't use the W much anyway, except for like walk forward, but you know, who does that? I need to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. I feel like jumping from donut to yourself, I feel like there's a lot of steps there. I feel like that's a big jump. I don't know. Like maybe do like donut and then like fucking Minecraft Steve, you know, like work your way up. The pulley I made was for one of my battle bots. It was part of the weapon, and then I still feel like making a whole dude. That's a lot of effort. I don't know. Maybe it's 2 donuts. Anyway, so it's part of the weapon, but the problem was that I made the pulley the size of fucking Jupiter, so it was way too big, and therefore really easy for the other guy to hit the pulley and then break my weapon. So that was bad. If you ever do, I would fucking love to see what 3D modeled spammed in would look like from you. That would go so hard. Holy shit. Oh man. So you need to deactivate, and then you also need to can run those. That would go impossibly fucking hard. Holy shit. Okay. Have fun sleeping. Maybe I'll finish this tonight. I think there is a chance, but there's also a chance that I just have completely fucked myself somewhere, and I spent 3 hours redesigning everything. So we'll see how it goes. Thanks for coming by. Yeah, I had took a couple of game dev classes, and one of them, someone on the team had to do 3D modeling. Thank God it wasn't me, because it wouldn't have gotten done if it was me doing it. Yeah, I don't know. It's like wizardry. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then there go the welders. Okay, fucking pog. So, now, all we need to do, is just this easy, is all the rest of the bullshit I was talking about. Okay, so I would like to have a little assembly zone like right here. So like we build the piece here, let's say, and just slam it in. Just drive it in there. So in order to do that, that should be a belt, but there should be a blocker blocking it, so the piece can't go in. And then also, unrelatedly, there should be a blocker here to hold the piece up off the ground. So the idea is going to be that I bring in the desk of madness right here, right? And it sits on top of this blocker. We weld it. The welders could actually sit on top of the blocker. We weld it. We remove this blocker. It drops down. Well, okay, so backing up the bus, one of these guys comes out and lands right here. Then we weld it with the 2 welders on top of the blocker. The blocker releases, drops this whole structure down. We drop another row of TVs on top. It welds that one. This blocker releases. This thing goes into the goal. We reset the blockers. Bing, bang, boom. That's the plan. So it's just that easy. Now, how the fuck to do that? That's a good question. Firstly, though, I need to move these welders to Weld City. So one of them... Also, they need to rotate. No, they don't need to rotate, because I could stack them up on this side instead. So if we just stack them up over here, I don't need to rotate them. So would that be easier to not rotate them, though? Or to be easier to just rotate them? I think it'd be easier to not rotate them. So I'm going to get them both on the same belt here. And then they come through here. And then come through here. And then drop onto this. So there we go. That's our welder stack. I could actually drop this by 1 block, which I might need to do to get the TVs through. Why didn't that work? There, get everything. Drop it down one. Okay, good work. Now, does that preclude me from getting the other piece through? I don't think it does. I think I still can. And then, is there room? There should. So if the welder's here, and then a belt here, and then a piece here, yeah, that just about fits through. So actually, we're still okay. We're still okay. And I need to. I can slide these guys around like from behind. So we want them to come in right here. Rotate those. There we go. Although I've actually put it on the one tile I can't put it. It needs to... The blocker needs to go... No, it can't go there. The blocker needs to go here. I've got it. Oh, let me through. Okay. We gotta go all the way around. But the blocker needs to go... That's not a blocker, that's a piston. The blocker goes there. Get rid of this, get rid of this, get rid of this, get rid of this. And then get rid of these extra belt here. So, and then support this belt. So the piece will roll along through here, landing here. I gotta fix the sizes though. So it can drop down through here. It needs to go that way by one to escape the pole in the way here. And then after we go past the pole, it needs to then go this way one again. So that it actually fits onto the thing here. Does this work? This should work. Well, okay, this isn't going to work because I didn't wire this, or did I? I did. Okay, okay. So this should kind of jankily get the welders in position and maybe even put a piece underneath them as well. This is not going to be the worst cycle score I get, I don't think. I have had some that were insanely slow. This one is just really bad. You know, it's not that bad. It's just really bad. I don't think I'm going to beat anyone else's record, though, is the thing. I mean, it's definitely slow. I mean, don't get me wrong, right? Like, we're 500 cycles in, and I just now have started doing the second kind of piece assembly. But, yeah, the fact that I need to keep testing it, we have to wait through the whole thing every time, definitely makes it feel longer. Here come the welders. We plonk them down there. Now we have our beautiful welders. Are these pieces coming? They are. But I'm an idiot. And they go too far. This needs a block right here. That will keep them from going too far, and they'll actually drop down like they're supposed to. And not just go in a circle. So I'm assuming I'm going to need some kind of cycler to cycle like one of these, two of those, one of these, two of those, that kind of thing. I imagine just saying fucking go for it is going to be a little bit too fast. So let's make a cycler, I guess. There, and then there. It might just magically work first try. That's absolutely true. But I'm not seeing it exactly. The sensor can go here. And I'll put another sensor here, just in case. This is true. But I would have to wait through the whole fucking thing. So, I don't know. Bring this through here. How am I going to get this wire through all this mess? I guess we go under. We go up and under roots. We can do that. Not there, though. Okay, so, like I said, what I'm thinking over here is that instead of this setup, so this guy's going to be 3 blocks long. So we have a blocker here. And we release this blocker every so often. So I need the wire for the blocker to not be in the way, so it's got to come around this way. And then, so it's a good job of going up and under roots, because I need to be under there anyway. So that will drop one of the pieces down. Once it's been dropped down, it needs to go here. Right there. We have just room for it over the welders. There is this wire in the way, but we can work around that by going this way, then putting in a to the sider. Does this have room to drop? Yeah, it has room to drop, and then it goes down. We push it over to the side. It's got 3 blocks there. Okay, what does this do? Now, I haven't obviously wired up the logic on these guys yet, so we'll figure that out in a bit. But does this get the pieces where I want them? This might take a minute. You're absolutely right. We could set a record here today. Yeah, this is fucking maximum. I like how Yui put it the other stream where she was like, minimizing welders is maximizing every other metric. So here comes one of these. Why are you not going? Ah, it's because I'm dumb. Hang on, we can fix that. We just need one of these. But I thought that was very apt, was that trying to minimize welders ends up you just maximize every other metric in the game. Like number of wires, number of pistons, cycle score, footprint score. It's just fucking everything. It's just atrocious. But at least we only use 2 welders. Which again is not a metric that the game tracks. And it does not give a shit. So I think that's a great feature. There they go. Now here comes this part. So this should activate the doohickey, and it does. So that lets one of them through. Oh. Yeah, thank you for that. Okay, so these, the TVs get there way too fast relative to when the other thingy gets there. So I could fix that in a smart way, or I could just make this loop longer. And you know what I'm gonna pick. No, actually that needs to be, and I can add some wibble wobbles to this if I need to. But let's see. So first, let's move these sensors here. A second sensor. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Was we're gonna need either the fastest activated piston weld dropper thing ever, or to have some kind of, like, have multiple pulses for activating the doohickeys. Yeah, so this two sensors here is only going to activate the desk. And then we'll put another one like halfway down the track. Let's stay here. And this is going to activate the other fucking thing. This one that I disconnected. So, get rid of that. Actually, no. Leave that. Get rid of this other one I just made. And we can just connect this to this other one. See? So, this one is going to activate the TVs to come out. And I can put a second set somewhere on here as well to, again, activate the TVs to come out. So this should only drop one TV. And then the other set could go like here or something, and I could hook them to the same wire. That's my thought. Let's see how the timing works out from back here. No, I thought I had fully deleted the old wire, but I just disconnected it at the start, so that was easy to just connect it back to that same one. I like this part. This part's actually like effective. Alright, here come the welders. Welders in position. Here comes the desk. There goes the TV. Okay, that was damn near perfect. I just missed with the blocker. Like, that was really good. Bam. Like, that was really good. Like, the timing of that was holy shit. That was great. Okay, so we then need to deactivate this blocker, and to keep it deactivated. Actually, no, because I can get rid of this one, get rid of this, and then reactivating this blocker will then push it forward onto this belt. So that's actually fine. After a little bit, let's add a sensor here. That's going to drop the other TV. Actually, hang on. Can I just drop two TVs and then it just solves itself? Yeah, I totally could. So just like, get rid of this shit and then put some more sensors. If 2 drops 1 TV, then 4 should drop 2 TVs. And then, let's see. We add one more set of sensors, like, here. This, the wibble wobble is super unnecessary. Now I just need some way to snake this through to get to that blocker. Come on down here. I think that works. Oh! Excuse me, sorry. Because the blocker will retract, drop the whole structure down. That one was clean, come on. I got the 4 all in the same row. I could go clean up the wibble wobble machine. We don't need that. And then this blocker pulls double duty with holding it up and then dropping it and then pushing it. I like this part. This is like the one, I already said this is like the one part that like works well. Here come the welders. Here comes the desk. Here come 3 TVs. Okay, there's too many TVs. Why didn't the blocker activate? Oh, because I did the belts wrong because I'm stupid. Oh, okay. So I can't have this much wibble wobbling anyway because it gets in the way of these guys, I think. So get rid of this wibble, get rid of that. Those 4 can stay. And then this. That's not going to be enough time to move the to get the pieces in place. So extend it just a little bit. But just, fuck it, extend it a lot. I don't care. Now, why did that not... I mean, I think it just didn't work because I did the belts wrong. Let me just test the belt setup here. There it goes. Yeah, that all works. I'm gonna get rid of one of the sensors for the for dropping the TV because it dropped like 100 TVs. I don't need 100. Because we want to let out one desk, we want to let out 2 TVs, and then like cycle, right? And then with one other desk, and then 2 more TVs, and then cycle, that kind of thing. I think they would give me a medal for using so few welders. I think that's what would happen. This is the least welders anyone's ever used in this game, probably. That just about clears there. That's convenient. Alright, so here goes the cycle. So let me pause it here. How does this work out? So there goes the desk. How about this? 1. That only let 1 through. I need more than 1. And then does the blocker ever deactivate? Okay, so the blocker part works. I just I need the extra row of TVs. So put the sensor back on. There. Put the sensor back on. This should do it probably. And we're not going to watch any of it happen. I'm going to stand right here and only watch this very last step. Just imagine all the shit that's happening. But we only get to see this one view of absolutely fucking nothing. Here come the welders. Okay, desk, TV, TV. Why is it let through every TV? Like, why does 4 make it just let through all the TVs in the world? But 3 doesn't let through enough. What if I space it out? What if we do 2 and then a break and then 2 more? Does that work? Actually, let me give it a longer break as well. Maybe it's tired. There. Let me see if I can actually get a decent view of it. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, was that maybe letting through so many at once it doesn't like that. Here come I'm trying to get a view of the whole factory, but that's impossible because there's so much spaghetti. Here's the TVs. Watch it be like I only made 19 TVs or some shit. Like I don't have enough TVs. Here come the desks. Alright. Here come the little tables, or the keyboards. They get stored over there. Whee! Alright, so now the welders have moved to here. Desks and keyboards coming in. I can stand on this. And they get stored back there. And we drop the welders. Let me go find them. So we got desks coming in from that side. TVs coming in from this side. Welds those. Is it going to drop it? Drops it, welds it. We made one! Holy shit! Now, does it cycle? Oh, we get that fun sound of that piston going off constantly as well, so that's good. I could make the Wibble Wobble machine a little bit faster, but I don't care. It doesn't matter. Now it's just a question of did I make enough parts? And I should have made enough parts. Contraption. Well, okay, we got to make 3 more. We got to make 2 more before we can celebrate. Let's fucking go! Holy shit! My score is off the edge of the chart in all 3 categories. I used nearly 1,000 blocks in this tiny ass little room. Oh, this is fantastic. I love this. But yeah, so this is all you got to do if you want to beat 4-3 with 2 welders. It's pretty simple. I'm making sure I didn't leave like a test welder somewhere that would invalidate the run, you know? But I think we're good. And we can optimize a little bit by making the Wibble Wobble machine like a little bit shorter. You know, that's gonna make a difference, I think. Holy crap, this is a mess. I can't even stand anywhere and get a good look at it. Like if I stand here, you can kind of see some of it past all the wires. But knocking those 2 pieces off the Wibble Wobble machine should increase our cycle score, or decrease the cycle score is going to be a lot welder is what I was trying to say. The cycle score is going to be welder. I really like, one of my favorite things is this keyboard that just gets fucking stuck here. It's like, well, I don't need to use that part of the factory again, so I don't give a shit. It can just stay there. And then here comes this. Yeah, I like this. I like this that just goes off constantly because of that little loop there. How this just goes off constantly. Yeah, I was really worried about these sort of inside building levels because we need to make so much infrastructure to move the welders around and all this. And you don't get a lot of space. So I think it worked out though. It worked out. There was just about enough room. Nice. So, Lord knows. Actually, if you look at this, our original solution was only like 40 cycles worse than the new solution. Well, what's the original? Why was this one so fucking bad? What the fuck have I built? What is all this shit? Oh, I remember this one. So I was really proud of this. There's these 2 welders horizontally, and then so they come around like this to assemble the piece, right? Like that. And then it drops down, and then this one here is on a piston, so it extends to make that weld, and then drops it down again, and then it extends it and drops it down again. So this was the 3 welder solution that I made. I thought this was really cool, but even this is pretty bad. like as far as wasting a lot of space goes. Anyway, um, let's see what the overseers thought of our performance. Oh, I need to update the welder counts as well. We got a chicken. We can eat the chicken. Holy shit, best viewers. They must like the chicken. Alright, let's see. Get out of here. I also need to update the welder count. Yeah, my guy was not messing around. We can now proudly say that we have finished World 4 in 8 welders. We're approaching levels of welder save that were previously thought impossible. So, hang on. I gotta eat all these as well. Lord knows there's not time for me to do another puzzle, because that took 2 hours. But let me take a look at what the next one is, because there's a chance that this is a tutorial and we don't need any welders. Oh, this is really this is a good one. We finally get the lifter, and it lifts things. We are now invincible. We can move blocks in any direction we want. So that's pretty exciting. It does look like this is going to require welding though, so we'll do it next time. This one doesn't look too bad though. It's just make a line. So, what do you think about the lifter? Ready for this? Boom, look at it go. Yeah, exactly. This will be easy. Does this rock look like an Among Us? Do you see it? Am I losing it? Have I been cooking too hard and I'm fried now? Or does this rock kind of look like an Among Us? So you see it, right? Anyway, this will be fun, but we're gonna do this next time Among Us, because there's like a little room in here. There's like a little room inside the Among Us. How about this one? Yeah, in here too. Cool. Oh, also these levels are neat because they're on these like asteroids, so you can actually build shit beneath the level. Like, I can put blocks here if I want to. And since I now have lifters, building the shit under the level actually could be useful. Probably not, but like, you know, maybe. That said, I spent 2 hours solving that last one, so I'm cooked for today. Thanks for coming, and next week we will start on World 5. So I'll see you then.